So I was going to make this video about my hopes and plans for 2024, but I'm just having different kind of experiences in the last few weeks and just the last few days. I was giving up hope on ever having a useful YouTube channel, but I still have possible ideas for that. Anyway, I had a video go viral yesterday that I literally spent 30 seconds making. I would say it was my most successful video of the year on the last day of the year, and I had all but suspected YouTube of just censoring and shadow banning my videos because obviously I'm not a leftist. But also in the last couple days, I've been having back and forth with a guy who's pushing solar panels on financing, and it's like, well, okay, so that's a reason to do YouTube videos to just combat all the grift you see on YouTube and social media days. Results in institutions and revealing crap that they just crap that do. For instance, buy cheap fuses from Amazon. They hide the negative reviews. They censor the negative reviews and don't include them, and they're selling just cheap crap like fuses and electrical connectors that just don't work and are dangerous for your home or equipment, cars, whatever. So there's some hope for that kind of free speech to combat the crap that we see on YouTube. And my favorite addition to my videos this year has been my Wild Critters Up Close series. So that's had a little interest. People appreciate some things, some contributions to YouTube. I was a filmmaker, so I did this stuff automatically. I was uploading to YouTube before I had dreams of monetizing a channel and making a living off it. So having downtime in the last few years, I quickly gave up on making an interesting channel because, frankly, who cares? I wasn't getting much viewership. I do things every once in a while that are kind of interesting, so I automatically film them, and that's what I want to continue doing. If I do something interesting, I'm going to put it on YouTube. I don't have big dreams or plans, but for YouTube success, but it's what I do anyway. So if it works, great. If it doesn't work, who cares? So I've also been inspired to discover Shoe on Head's YouTube channel. Wow, that's I love that channel. Shoe on Head has such talent and is so hilarious. I mean, it's just a great channel. Another thing, I like to be spontaneous, and I don't have time to write scripts and put in all the pre-production and post-production effort. I just don't have the time, and I think spontaneous is failing me. I'm gonna try to plan videos out, but I just don't have a presentable personality for spontaneity. Otherwise, I'm just too nervous and to get great content unplanned. So I really appreciate the contribution of news. So I was considering a format where I'm just going to read the notable headlines of the day or the week, and very brief format just to get word out, and maybe have a channel where you can find interesting headlines without investing an hour watching YouTube all day. That's an idea. But for 2024, I kind of have ambitious plans. I always have ambitious plans, but no ambitious amounts of time. I really would like to make a new film this year, a new narrative style film. I've been thinking about doing that for a while. I think now's the time. The subject matter for the film is unique and timely. I haven't made a film in many years, and I am aware of the work it takes to get the production on its feet. The actual direction of the film I have no troubles with doing, but it's getting the project on its feet. Also expect to have me doing more covert work on my hovercraft technology. This has been a covert project for the last few years just because it's becoming so advanced and the possibilities are so unique, and the designs are something that no one else is working on. My work is fairly unique and taking it in a direction that other people aren't going or have the vision to go. So I look forward to continuing development on that work as well. Once again, it's covert work, so you're not going to see any publicity around that. I really would like to work on more books this year. I have the sequel to my sailing book, which will be more intense and more dynamic. I really wish I could get that done because there's so much more adventure and drama in the sequel. Once again, real life experiences sailing. And I developed another concept this summer that I want to develop based on real life experiences. And you know, there's a small handful of books that I could be working on that should be fairly interesting, but it's a matter of time. One of my huge goals and achievements for this year is going to be to pay off my credit cards. That's they were getting out of hand because I've been focusing on life the last few years and not paying down my credit cards in the past. Paying off my credit cards was useful because during the pandemic, for instance, I made 80% that year on my investments, so enough to keep afloat for a couple years. But during this administration, the economy is just getting so out of hand, and interest rates are so high that you'd be crazy during this time not to focus on downsizing and paying off debt. Hopefully it's not too late for everyone. I have a unique situation where I don't have a lot of overhead, so I can, when I'm working, I can generate a lot of cash that can be applied towards debt. So, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting year. For sure, 2024, I'm not looking at in terms of it being an election year. I remember what 2020 was like: maximum chaos, maximum pain, generated or promoted by one party to take down the other. It's like, if you think 2020 was bad, it's scary to think what's going to happen this year. It's scary what's going on right now, and that's another reason I've been active on YouTube, is changing the tide of suppression, standing up and not being afraid to voice an opinion. I think it's the fear of getting canceled has, I think people have pushed through it, and they've achieved critical mass. There's ways of knowing how many people are upset with things in the country at this moment. I mean, the ratios and the fact that you can't leave comments on certain government-funded news agencies. I mean, it's crazy. It's clown world. Shoe on Head, I have been watching for the last few weeks, and I frankly just discovered Shoe on Head in the last couple of weeks. Man, those videos are just timeless. I mean, she's been putting out videos for years, and she's not changed her tone. I believe it's just she calls a spade, and what's crazy has been crazy for the last 7 years, and it still rings true today. So watching her old videos are still entertaining. She's hilarious to watch, and she's not for everyone. You have to stomach profanity and heavy concepts, uncomfortable concepts, but it's great. It's a way to laugh at the craziness of the current world that we live in. Anyway, so hope you have a great 2024. Man. Yep. In the funny pages.